to a man. They are both Yoruba people. The man is said to be a serial divorcee. And she got married to the man. She saw what the man did to the ex-wife, but she went ahead, according to people. But when I heard the story, I shall bear dry smoke. When I heard the story, the woman did not just marry the man. The woman saw the man as an angel, because he came at a very vulnerable moment when she had an accident and she was on a wheelchair. So that was when the man came into her life, and the man promised that he was going to marry her, and they married. And 10 months after they married, 10 months after they met, she as a citizen filed for the man. So the man's documents and his children is pending. The man has 5 kids, but living with 4 kids that she took in with the man. They are all living together. So the man has been abusing this woman constantly, abusing her constantly, until this video surfaced online, where she showed evidence of where the guy, there was even other picture I saw on another page, on another blogger's page, where the man really beat her seriously. You could see the mark on her face. And I wonder why somebody will allow herself go through so much abuse here in America, where there is law. So the guy came out. Let me just play the guy's video briefly. The husband has come out and, to debunk what she said. The man said they are still together. You saw when I put a video, an update out of recent, few minutes ago. Thank you, Titi Lola Falono, Eshema, where I said, be careful of men who know how to sing. Is one of the reasons I posted that thing. Kwam 1 is another reason. Men who know how to sing, who know how to use Fuji to sing, run from them. Won't be more. Well, they call it of phobia. If I'm walking for it. All right, thank you, Bukola. So let us listen to the guy.
About your wife, your family, anybody. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
The guy is speaking in Yoruba. I will translate, so don't worry, okay? Mo fẹ́ block èèyàn kan. Tẹ́ bá ti rí tí mo concentrate, mo fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan kan ni, mo fẹ́ block èèyàn kan. Ṣé mo ti block ẹ? Mi ti block ẹ. Yeah, mo ti block ẹ.
Today is on the 10th of February 2025, live and direct from America. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin lólùfẹ́ wa káàdì gbogbo àgbáńlá ayé. Mo receive a lot of calls, mo receive a lot of calls, and then I've already concluded my mind. Like I said, I will never below myself to come to social media, come and say anything bad about my wife. Never.
He's even speaking English.
Because
he's speaking English, so you can get something from it.
So anything negative about your wife, your family.
Let me pause here. I saw a video on social media where somebody was castigating that lady for coming out to speak. And I said, so we'll rather wait for that lady to cry before she speaks. The lady said she would have called police, which is what she would have done anyway. When there is physical abuse, your life is at risk. Her life was at risk. And she said she doesn't want to call police. And when she saw that things were getting so bad, That video, I learned she was not the one that threw the video outside. She sent the video to some people, to family members and friends, that see, oh, this is what this man has been doing. I've been covering him for so long. And that video came outside. And somebody was blaming this woman for allowing the video to come outside. Is it that we'll wait for somebody to buy because you are married? Now this man is saying he will never see anything. Okay, Ada, okay. He will never say anything negative about the wife. Okay, police was involved at a point. About
your wife, your family, anybody.
Big manipulator. Is a narcissist. That guy is a narcissist.
Anything bad
He's a player.
Him or her. If you forgot or you forgive yourself, don't forget that Facebook, media never forget and media never forgive.
Media will never forgive and forget, and we need something like this. Anybody that will, even if it is a woman, let them expose them so that other people can be careful, to teach other people lesson. You don't lay your hands on people. They are not your children. They are not your maid. So he's trying to say they shouldn't have brought that video out, because even if family forgets, social media will not forget. Then why did you do an act that you are ashamed of? Why are you doing something that you are not proud of? This is nothing but manipulation. Nothing but manipulation. Damage control.
Orí media ò kì í gbàgbé, kò dẹ̀ ní sọ pé ẹ ti gbàgbé, ẹ ti parí ẹ̀, ó ti wá tán. No, ó máa padà mú wá.
If you guys should if the lady should forgive you, if the lady, that's a problem. Oh, we are not saying she should not forgive. If that lady should embrace you back, ó fẹ́ gbọ́jọ́ ọkú ni, because a leopard will never change his spots. An abuser is an abuser. A narcissist is a narcissist. A womanizer is a womanizer. It is an attitude, it is a habit that you are used to. Nobody can change it. Nobody. So if the woman like, let her forgive you. But the people that throw the video outside, I'm sure they throw it outside for a purpose, to warn others. And probably that will make the lady too to wake up that she's under bondage. The same person that is saying they shouldn't bring something outside to the social media brought the first wife, embarrassed the first wife on social media, mess her up. It is now he's saying they should not bring something to social media because he doesn't want people to advise that lady.
That's why I will never come to social media.
Nancy, I'm fine.
To come and say anything about my family.
Then why did you bring your first wife to social media initially? The one that has children for you. 4 children. How many children? Only a before. You brought her outside. So it is now. You don't want to say anything about your family. You don't want people to advise that lady. You don't want people to talk to the lady, to talk sense into her, because a woman that is in love, when a woman is in love, she doesn't love herself. If you love yourself, your head will be correct. But if you don't love yourself, your head will not be correct. If you are looking for love, you cannot have sense when you don't love yourself. If you love yourself, if something is going wrong, you will run for your life. You will save yourself. You won't wait for somebody to come and save you. You will not wait. You will not even wait for somebody to advise you. You will advise yourself. You will ask yourself questions. Call yourself by name. Aduni, Shenu Edunbi, Oti. Ibi ito wa in another many years. She changes in mawa. Oti. Ibi ito wa. She bo she fe ware. Oti. What do you want to do? What are you supposed to do? There is this thing they call talking to yourself. There is a name they call it. where you will talk to yourself like somebody is advising you. If you find yourself in a situation that you are not happy, speak to yourself like you are talking to somebody and ask questions. Assume that somebody is the one involved in that situation. Assume that that person is asking you question. You are the one, oh, but you ask yourself, you will talk to yourself. No, it's not self-reflection. There is a name it is. There is something they call it. I can't remember now. You can call it self-reflection, maybe. But there is a name they actually call it, where you ask yourself questions. You like you are talking to somebody. Oh my help, God, it helps a lot. It will make you have clarity and help you to know what to do.
My friend, my wife, because she's still my wife.
Really?
She's still my wife. We are still living together.
That woman is still your wife, Ken?
Inside this house.
That woman is still your wife? Ha!
Anything, anybody, anything about
that woman is still your wife.
I would never come and say anything. That's number one. But purpose of my video this morning, when we pay nepa video, Timothy pay is a blackmail.
Blackmail.
And then if I don't say anything about it, I want lovers, I want fans, I want olólùfẹ́, àwọn tó nígbàgbọ́ nínú wa. Come on, lose Okanlomo. Show you Tony Comedy. If you do, I'm feeling tired. I need to come out, say just a little thing about it, not deep. The first video, only video come. Town young bakery, wife from one hospital, or tight in his stroke, on sort of back on. Let me clear.
He said the video is blackmailing video. That people are saying the wife has a stroke. Hold on. I want to show you the woman in the hospital. Me, I don't know them. Oh, it's because their video is trending on social media. So I'm not talking for the woman. But hold on, let me show you the woman in hospital, where her speech is already slurred. So definitely she had an attack. And hopefully she's getting better. But in that video, it is obvious that she had an attack. Okay, let me forward it. She said it was blackmailing video. I mean, he said.
Mo ti wọ́n tán o. Mo tún try gbogbo nǹkan tí mo lè ṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n Okanlomo mo yọ̀ǹda o. Mo yọ̀ǹda o. Kò ṣàánú mi o. Irọ́ ló ń pa o. Mo ti nọ́ọ̀sì lot of things gan. Mo nọ́ọ̀sì ẹ̀ tí mo mú mọ́ra. Ìgbà tí mo sọ̀rọ̀ ìyẹn mo ń sọ nǹkan tó dùn mí ò parọ́ mọ́ o.
Can you hear the way she's talking? The guy said he's blackmailing. That is blackmail. Some people are trying to blackmail him. What they want to blackmail him with, I don't know. How they are blackmailing him in this situation where the woman is in hospital, saying that he got her to that stage. I don't know.
For you, because I'm on your video, hello, will hospital, only a wound hospital, hello, will hospital. My wife, go see hospital. Like I'm talking to you, go see hospital, and then Yaomi.
She has been discharged. She has been discharged. He said the wife is not in hospital. Is that not picture of hospital, video of hospital that we saw? Hospital bed, hospital gown. And this man said the wife is not on hospital. Ọlọ́run máa jẹ́ ká máa pàdé àwọn àgbákò ọkùnrin kẹ̀ tó mẹjọ́ rò. She's not in hospital. Mo ló wá wà yẹn. Ó wà ní spa. She's in the spa.
Stroke. Ìyàwó mi ò ní stroke. So fídíò tẹ́ rí yẹn, tẹ́yìn rí gbòòrò yẹn, is not now video.
Ìgbà wo ni?
It's a video tí a ṣe pé ihun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tó fi dé hospital ń gbà yẹn, record rẹ̀ wà lọ hospital.
Why don't you mention the reason?
Àti tó gbà dé hospital. Okay. Record yẹn wà lọ hospital. So that tí anybody bá ní ìdí ẹ̀, èmi kọ́ ni máa produce doctor report to ẹ̀ síta. So that ìyẹn jẹ́ number one.
But the woman, somebody said, you don't know when the video was made. It doesn't matter when the video was made. What matters most in the video is that the lady was talking about her abuse in that video. That is what we should look at, not when it was made. But according to people who throw it out, they said it is a recent video. He is now saying it's not recent video. Okay, jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ lọ.
Ó ṣẹlẹ̀ tó fi dé hospital, but tí wọ́n bá wà lọ hospital tó bá tan kámẹ́rà tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí irun bá ń bi àbí tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ míì bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹ́ lọ mọ̀ pé ìlú òyìnbó la wà, ihun tó gbé dé hospital wọ́n mọ̀, wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ ohun tó gbé dé hospital, so that yín ò ní ṣe pẹ̀lú èmi rárá, tí ò kàn mí rárá, tí ò kàn mí lọ́wọ́, tí ò kàn mí lẹ́sẹ̀.
If you go and watch the video from the beginning, that woman said she would have called police on him, but she's being very careful. And I think this is where she made mistake. Now the guy is twisting everything. He's twisting everything. He's twisting everything. Ó láwọn jọ wà ní, but I don't know. Olújọkẹ́, problem tí wọ́n nìyẹn. She's saying they are together, but I don't want to believe they are together. If they are together, if they are truly together, when he was doing the video, he would have called the lady and say, sit here. Ìyàwó mi leléyìí, èmi àti ìyàwó mi ò jà, òun ló jókòó tì mí yìí. Why was the wife not in that video? Tọ́n bá wà together. Damage control tí ò make sense ni. Damage control tí ò make sense ni. Òun ni nǹkan tó ṣe yẹn. The lady would have been together with her. I mean, with him.
So that kò dẹ̀ sí hospital by into ẹ̀dẹ̀ rí yẹn kò ń ṣe fídíò ọdún yìí. Kò ń ṣe fídíò ọdún yìí rárá.
Moduni, thank you very much. Either recent video or not, the fact was that he has been abusing her for long. I saw other evidences that is different from this one on another blogger's page. And some people are saying we should not bring this kind of thing out. Abuse is high in our society. Verbal abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, psychological abuse, financial abuse. A lot of men are doing it. Some women are doing it too. We shouldn't cover things like this. This is to encourage whoever is under that kind of a thing to walk away. They should not stay until their lives end. If anything happens to them, this person will continue. Look at the way this guy dressed after this video circulated 2 days ago. Okosi, Tommy Hilfiger, money finger, Tommy Hilfiger, cap and everything, Okosi designer. Like nothing. As if everything was okay. Who does that? We are not to encourage this kind of a thing in our society. If marriage is not working anymore, pack your load and move. Don't stay until your life will end. Your life can end physically or end mentally, whereby you are incapacitated, you become vegetable. At that point, whoever put you in that situation will move on. They will move on and leave you to your problem. He is saying there was nothing wrong between them. Then why was the wife? If there was nothing wrong, you are supposed to be together. This is my wife beside me. Okay, somebody said the reason why the guy is out now is because with all his convinces, with all his emissaries, they couldn't convince the lady to stay in till he gets his 10-year PR. So torí PR ló ṣe bọ́ta.
So that around last year, October, I think it's October 2nd, because mo padà lọ wo hospital nígbà tí mo gbọ́.
Look at somebody that said they don't have issues together. He has shot himself in the leg here. He said she had this stroke or the hospital issue around October. You say you are living together, but they have to tell you before you go to visit her and you are living together, who took her to the hospital? When were you not aware that your wife was in hospital? That somebody had to tell you that your wife is in hospital and you have to go later. Mo padà lọ wò nígbà tí mo gbọ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wúwo. Mo padà lọ wò nígbà tí mo gbọ́. Around October ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Ìgbà tí mo gbọ́, mo padà lọ wò. In other words, I went to see her when somebody told me that she was in hospital. So that means you were not aware and you live together. How can you be living with somebody you won't know they are in hospital? How can you be living with somebody you will not know they are on admission? How are you living with somebody that you don't know they have crisis? How will you be living with somebody? It will take a third party to tell you that the person you are living with is in hospital and this is supposed to be your wife. Ṣẹ́ra wa obìnrin, àwọn obìnrin enablers ni wá. Women are the enablers of this men, of these abusive men. Women. From what you have said, you are not living together. That woman is not with you. And if truly the woman is not with you, and they are trying to bring that woman back, it is nothing other than because of the paper. Go out. If I'm the woman, I keep saying I'm not asking the woman to do anything, no. But this is a typical example of a narcissist man. That is their way. Look at the way it's coming out to do damage control. Knowing you have done a lot in the life of this woman. The woman was stupid too. We agree. The woman even said she didn't know if she had listened to the other wives. Yes, we got to know that she was there when you were abusing the other women. I mean, the other wife. You were there. She was there. She saw you. In fact, I saw a video, but that video was not too clear. So I brought the video down. Where the mother of the children was shouting, "Wọ́n ti wá kọ́ ọmọ mi o, ẹ bá mi gbọ́ ọmọ mi o, wọ́n wá kọ́ ọmọ mi, wọ́n fẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ mi lọ." I wasn't too sure what was going on. And I don't want anybody being dragged on that video, so I brought that video down. You are not living together. And if truly this woman has escaped, if she should go back, òun ló fẹ́ gbọ́jọ́ ọkú. Òun ló fẹ́ gbọ́jọ́ ọkú.
It's a normal thing.
Mo padà lọ wò lọ́sítù. I went to check her in the hospital later.
Lọ́dọ̀ àwọn doctor. I don't know anything about that. That's number one. Number two, on the second video, tí àwọn èèyàn gbé pé Okanlomo náà yà wé o, ó fọ́ orí ẹ̀ o, ẹ̀wòrí ẹ̀ o, ẹ̀wòrí ẹ̀ o, ẹ̀wòrí ẹ̀ ṣe rí o, Okanlomo.
My darling brother, nobody is saying you break his head. She was showing us. I mean, she was showing the video. We don't know who she sent the video to Jusita. She was showing people where you broke her head. You actually broke her head. Orinye, her head was broken. I don't know whether you broke it. Her head was broken. There was blood coming out. There was blood coming out. Àwọn obìnrin, k'Ọlọ́run ṣàánú wa ni.
ó ṣe yí tán Okanlomo jẹ́ kí n sọ kíní kan fún ẹ. Number one, fídíò tí ìwọ ń gbé kiri yẹn tí wọ́n sọ pé bóyá nǹkan tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 2022 ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé mi yìí.
Lẹ fi fọ́ra yín lórí.
I'm not ready to say it deeply.
Another one, he shot himself in the leg again. He said the video where we saw a broken head happened 2022. Something happened inside the house. That was what caused the broken head. But he's not ready to tell the public what caused it. What got them to that stage. So ẹ ti ń lura yín ti pẹ́. Ẹ̀yin obìnrin, why will you stay where you are being beaten like this torí Ọlọ́run? Why? Why will you stay in a place where you know this person is an abuser? If you did not know from the beginning, I can agree. Some men can lie. Let me not say men. Some men can lie and paint their ex as the bad one. They can lie and tell you stories. They have a way of getting into people's head, especially at your vulnerable moments. I empathize with this lady that this guy got her at a vulnerable moment. Ada Sherere, I didn't see it. Got her at a vulnerable moment. And she fell in love. And she started swallowing all the stories, all the lies, all the stories. But you were able to see some sign. The sign was how he molested and embarrassed the wife. Àwọn àgbàlagbà tó ń pòwe wípé pàṣán ta fi nà yálé ó wà lórí àjà fún yàwó. Wọ́n parọ́. Some people said maybe it is juju. Kí ló tí juju yẹn wá ìhó tí ò hold ẹ̀ dìsìn? Why the juju now comot in her body? 2022 títí tó fi ní stroke. Ẹni béèyàn kan bá kú ó kú gbé.
See, I'm not ready to say it deeply.
Kò wá don't say it.
But not like pé bóyá mo nà ìyàwó mi. Mi ò ná torí pé mo mọ implication tíyàn bá na obìnrin nílùú èyìnbó. Mo mọ implication ẹ̀. Mi ò dẹ̀ kí n mugbó, mi ì mọtí, mi ì mu sìgá. Orí mi ò yí kí n wá kí obìnrin mọ́lẹ̀ kí n wá lùlú. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀. Kódà àwọn ọmọ tí mo bí gan mi.
Àwọn àpáta wá rí ẹ jẹ́ n lọ sórí fídíò yẹn. There was this video tí mo rí again. Gbogbo ojú lady yẹn. Gbogbo ojú lady yẹn ẹ rí àpá pé wọ́n fún ní gbájú. Ní èjì tí mo wà yìí. Èjì tí mo wà yìí. Èèyàn kan á gbá mi lójú. Ọkùnrin kan á gbá mi ní ojú. Á gbá mi ní ojú. Kí ló máa lọ? Kò ní gbá mi. Kò ní gbá ìmí mọ́. Ní èjì yìí. Because Ala she's in her 50s. A máa wọ ìjàkadì. A máa jọ wọ ìjàkadì nínú ilé. Ní èjì yìí. Níbi tí àwọn ọmọ wà. You have to message me. Don't distract me with what I'm doing. Message me, please.
Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀. Kódà àwọn ọmọ tí mo bí gan mi kì í ná wọn. Mi kì í ná wọn. Ṣùgbọ́n sábàbí pé kéèyàn gbé kámẹ́rà síwájú kó máa ṣe fídíò. Kó kàn ṣe fídíò fún
ara rẹ̀. Kò mọ̀ kan tó ń ṣe.
So that ìyẹn ni ẹ ló mọ reason tó torí ẹ̀ ṣe. Bó tí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé gbogbo ohun tí èèyàn bá ń ṣe nínú ìlú yìí tó bá ti lè sọ wípé.
Okay, he said it's not like I beat her. I should be okay. Ẹ jẹ́ n sún sẹ́yìn díẹ̀.
Not ready to say it deeply. but not like pé bóyá mo na ìyàwó mi. Mi ò ná torí pé mo mọ implication tíyàn bá na obìnrin nílùú èyìnbó. Mo mọ implication ẹ̀. Mi ò dẹ̀ kí n mugbó, mi ì mọtí, mi ì mu sìgá, orí mi ò yí kí n wá kí obìnrin mọ́lẹ̀ kí n máa wá lù. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀. Kódà àwọn ọmọ tí mo bí gan mi kì í ná wọn. Mi kì í ná wọn. Ṣùgbọ́n sábàbí pé kéèyàn gbé kámẹ́rà síwájú kó máa ṣe fídíò, kó kàn ṣe fídíò fúnra ara rẹ̀.
Ṣé fídíò lásán ló wá ṣe ni?
Torí ẹ̀ ṣe, bó tí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé gbogbo ohun tí èèyàn bá ń ṣe nínú ìlú yìí tó bá ti lè sọ wípé ó ti involve ọlọ́pàá, tọ́lọ́pàá dẹ̀ ti dá sí, tó dẹ̀ ti investigate, tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ti rí pé kò sọ̀rọ̀ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, tó dẹ̀ ti trash ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn dànù pé kò sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ mọ́. So that irú ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀.
She said it in the video that when police came, she covered up for you. Ẹ̀yin obìnrin kí ló máa ń ṣe yín? In as much as a fẹ́ kán rán yàn sọ lọ sẹ́wọ̀n, but kì í ṣe bí ẹni tó fẹ́ pa yín. Kì í ṣe bí ọkùnrin tó bá ń lù yín tó fẹ́ pa yín náà. Marriage òun ṣe do or die affair tí ó bá work. Relationship òun ṣe do or die affair. Once you start, the signs are always there. In everything, this man never loved this woman. Pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tèmi gbọ́. Àwọn tó mọ̀ wọ́n ti pè àti gbọ́ àwọn kankan. He never loved her from the beginning. She was the one that got carried away. This kind of men don't love women. They don't love anybody, they love themselves. Wọ́n mọ̀ kan tó ń pè ní love. It is what we make the ends make ends to meet, no what after. You covered up for him and you stayed in that marriage. You allowed him to waste how many years of your life for you? Anyway, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Where is your woman?
Right now, today is on the 10th of February, 2025.
Okay.
2025, today is on the 10th. Nothing is going to happen to me because my wife never come to social media. Come and say that, Ẹgbà mi o, Okanlomo ti nà mí o, àwọn tó lọ rí fídíò, àwọn ọlọ́mọ tó ti lọ rí fídíò. That one is blackmailing.
So are you saying the videos that we are seeing is doctored or what? Are you saying the video is doctored? Hey, àwọn ọkùnrin tó mẹjọ rò wọ́n lé o.
Because gbogbo ilé, gbogbo home pátápátá kò sí ìtò perfect. So that I don't want both of us come to social media, come and say that Ẹgbà wa o, Anja o, Ẹlà wa o.
Ọlọ́run àbá yín parí ẹ̀.
No one saying that on social media. Kò sẹ́ni tó wá sórí social media wá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ọlọ́run àbá yín parí ẹ̀.
Àwọn tí wọn ò níṣẹ́.
Àwọn tó ò níṣẹ́ is because she is used to your beating. Ó bá ti ìlú tó bá ti fokó di lẹ́nu, á bá tún dákẹ́. She is used to your beating. After beating her, you will calm her down. You will beg her. And she too, she feels her life is finished. That is why she keeps staying with you. There are many women like that, oh. By the time I start exchanging conversation with Pastor Barrister Olumide, hey, now for Barrister Olumide, I know, say, women are, when Barrister Olumide saw this video, I saw his comments. Long epistle where Barrister Olumide puts there. Look, Barrister Olumide said, women, you are the enablers of all these abusers. I say, you are right. Because some conversation, if you hear them, woman when man beats, where blood go come out for their body, now them go still tell you, say, is the father of my children, I don't want any case. Now them go carry the matter go. By the time they are ready to step in, they will say, I don't want to talk again. You have settled it. I told Barrister, I said, Barrister Olumide, you are the one enabling, you are enabling these women too. Before they talk to you, make them to pay. because he's been doing it free of charge. I said, don't do it free of charge for them. When they come, let them pay consultation. Let them pay money for your time that you used to listen to them. If they now want to withdraw, let them withdraw, but you are not losing your time. You are not using your time free of charge. I said they don't deserve it. Many of them don't deserve it. Many of them, they don't. Hey. Uncle, we are not using it to cash cruise. We are using it to talk to the younger ones. We are using it to open the eyes and the ears of as many are in that situation to wake up. We are telling them, never stay under abuse. We are telling them it is not worth it. There is no joy. You can't tell me you are in abusive marriage, you are happy. You can never be happy. How will you be somebody is slapping you today, is slapping you tomorrow, is doing this, kicking you, talking to you anyhow, and you say you are happy? Many of them do not have the courage. That is why we are carrying this kind of video. Many of them do not know that abuse damages. It does not only damage them, it damages the children in that marriage. It damages everybody that is witnessing the abuse. Not only you, they don't abuse Arani. As many that are witnessing it constantly, it is affecting them. And they are going to mingle somewhere with other people. We are not catching cruise. We are letting people know where abuse is real. Verbal abuse is real. Mental abuse is real. Psychological one is real. Physical one is real. We are letting them know. And it is damaging. It is destructive. Even if you are a man, you are abusing a woman in whatever form. Physically, verbally, whatever, and that woman refused to go, she stays with you. Iru yin le man the serial divorcee. Not only serial divorcee, you can imagine a divorcee that has divorced more than 3 times. Oh, afefe yawo mi in his late 60s. Agbabi res dry smoke. Esheun baba mi. Oh, afefe yawo mi at 60 plus. You will know from the way he's talking wípé he's an abuser. Kò dìgbà tán bá gbá obìnrin lójú. Kò dìgbà tán bá lu ẹ̀ṣẹ́ bí obìnrin. There are many ways some of you men tẹ́ mọ abuse yẹn ṣe, tẹ́ fi ń ṣe abuse. Emotional abuse yìí wà, and that one is even that can kpai somebody too. Emotionally, abuse obìnrin, máa ṣe manipulation, máa ṣe pẹ́kọrọ, orí obìnrin yẹn á fẹ́ yí. Kò ní lè really define what is going on. We are letting them know nobody should stay under abuse. Nobody should condone abuse. Not even at any certain stage. Kaima ìwà sọ stage tá wà yìí. Ọdún mélòó ló kù tó fẹ́ fi lórí ayé? At 50 plus. You will now stay at 40 plus igan. You will now stay where wọ́n lù ẹ́ nílùú bàrà. You will now stay where you are going through so much. How can you be happy? Such people, if you have a woman that you are abusing and she stays, she's not staying for peace. She's not staying because she loves you. She's staying because probably she wants something till she forgets. Which is the reason why this woman stayed with this man for so long. Knowing, even before Konto Fera, she knows that he was an abuser. He abused the first wife, Lojue, and she went in. It was for a selfish reason. Abuser will stay with an abuser. If a woman is not an abuser, she too will not stay where there is abuse. An abusive woman will stay under an abusive man. Irú wọn lè máa rí tó máa takú tira wọn. They will not go. One, inú ẹ̀ ò dùn. She's crying. She's not happy. In fact, if they can open her mind, she's praying that the man should drop dead because that is the only thing that can give her joy. She herself is not normal. She's an abuser in another way. Anybody that will stay with somebody that is abusing them, either a man or a woman, and you will be like, for example, there was this guy in one of the people counseling session, Barrister exchange. There was this guy. The wife, he caught his wife with a man, not once, not twice. And he said his life is at risk. Okay, your life is at risk. Go and divorce her. He said he's thinking if he divorces her, how is he going to move on? And yet he's not happy. Every day he is tormenting the lady with what she has done. He doesn't want the lady to go, but at the same time, he is not happy with the lady. He keeps complaining. Oh yeah, tell me how many times? How many times did that man perekere you? How many times? Where did he take you to? I have evidence, so. Oh yeah, tell me. Where did that man shekini come? Okay. Ah, o de ṣe lè fún mi. Nǹkan tó ṣe yẹn dẹ̀ dùn mí gan. Mo check ohun singba tí mo dé. Ṣé wà okay, báwo ni? Feel better. Good. Tí mo yìí ṣe báyìí mi tí fẹ́ ó fine gan. Thank you. An abuser will stay with an abuser. You see, sometimes you think people who are quick to say, when they see things not working, they walk away. Appreciate people like that. It's not working. I can't stay here. And they are not destroying you. They are not looking for ways to destroy you. And they let you know, I'm not happy here. If you cannot change, I can't continue. Appreciate such people. They are people with good hearts. You see those people that are obsessive. Look at the case of Annie Dibia. In the process of not wanting Two-Face to go, look at the damages she has done in their lives. She damaged Two-Face. Two-Face career went down. She has damaged herself too. In other words, she is an abuser. Two-Face was an abuser. Both of them stayed together. Two-Face was an emotional abuser, sleeping with anything and anybody. She was not happy with it. Instead of saying, I can't go on with this and leave, she hung on. She hung on. Very obsessive. She held on. I will not let you go. Those are the kind of women that always say, Kakake kuma jesese, amafisha wadanu. If I don't have you, nobody else will have you. And those kind of women or men, at the end of the day, is either one will fight for the other or one will become handicapped for the other one. When you see a partner that is not happy and tell you I'm not happy, I think we should go our separate ways. Appreciate them. They have good hearts. They are not abusive. They are not obsessive. Because obsession does not bring anything good. And Two-Face and Annie Dibia are typical example. And this is another perfect example of obsession. How can you stay? A man is doing this to you, beating you blue black, in the presence of the children, and you refuse to go. In other words, nobody must have him if I don't have him. That is a crazy mentality. You are only destroying yourself. As a man, as a woman, if I don't have you, nobody must have you. Torí pé kí nìyẹn? If she doesn't want you, if he doesn't want you, pa can go. Kò ń ṣèjà. Let them go. Because there is no how you will stay in that kind of environment, in that kind of relationship. Inú ẹ ò lè dùn, ò lè lálàáfíà. You can never have peace. You can never have joy. So what are you doing there? You will not have joy. The person will not have joy. Oh, abusers are the only one who condone abusers. If you are not an abuser, you will not condone or enable an abuser. So if you are looking at me, you are with somebody abusing you and you refuse to go, you yourself, go and check yourself. You are not normal. Before you will come out and say, that man is an abuser, he is a narcissist. You will go narcissist in here. If you are not a narcissist, you will not stay with a narcissist. You will not enable a narcissist. You will not embrace a narcissist. You will not condone a narcissist. You will not be comfortable staying with a narcissist. You wonder, what is going on? In fact, if you are not a narcissist yourself too, if you are not an abuser, because so many people, their character is hidden. They will not do the abuse directly. Their character is hidden. People will not know on time. And they will see they are not happy in a place, but they will not go. They will stay there. And when they are there, in their mind, they are already abusing the man too. In their mind, they are abusing the woman too. Not directly, in their mind. You know, there are some things that people will not be able to say out. Maybe because of command bablo or command bagbaju. The man is abusing you. And in your mind, you are wishing him evil. In your mind, you are wishing that man will go out and he will not come back. Because you feel that is the only antidote for you to be set free. You feel that is the only way for you to be set free. That is not the way to set free. The best way to set free is to sum up courage. Pack your load and leave. Beshen cope pẹ̀lú abuse ò tí yé mi. How you cope with abuse, I don't understand it. I agree, there is no perfect marriage. There is no perfect relationship. It is not going to be rosy all through. It is not going to be smooth all through. But it should not be a regular thing. And it should not get to the extent of abuse. You will have disagreements. You will have issues. You will have quarrels. It is normal. If it now graduates to the extent of abuse in any way, and you stay put, you keep enduring, you keep enabling, you keep managing, you yourself, you will become an abuser before you know it. And you will be abusing the partner too. So when two abusers are together, both of them are abusing themselves. Not only one party. When abusers stay together for years, both of them are abusing themselves. One party cannot abuse the other without the other doing the same thing. For example, there is this couple I used to know. The husband, the wife, I want to abuse his mouth. Verbal abuse. The husband, na physical one. And both of them refuse to let go of each other. They are together, they stay together. Today, it has affected their children. You know, you see, when you stay inside abuse or you are abusing your partner in the presence of your children, you are doing yourself. And there are signs to these abusers. If you can just be alert to it, don't fall in love. When they say love is blind, love is not blind. You are the one that refused to see. Love is not blind. Love have eyes. Are you not the one loving somebody? So are you telling me your eyes cannot see? Are you not the one loving somebody? Are you telling me your ears cannot hear? You are the person that loves somebody. You are not blind. You see. You see the signs. The signs are there. All these kind of abusers, they are controlling. Abusers do not give you space. Abusers will be on your neck. Abusers want to have their way. Abusers will feel you are not worth talking. Abusers will tell you you should. They are the one that is easy for them to tell a woman to shut up. And for the women, they are the one that they can easily insult their partner. I always say, how does it become easy for partners to insult themselves? Pé báwo lẹ ṣe ń dé stage yẹn. Ọjọ́ tí n bá insult ẹni tí mò ń fẹ́, fẹ́ra mọ́ ni. Kò sí nǹkan kan láàrin wa mọ́. Mo ti cut ties ni. Á dẹ̀ ní nǹkan tó ṣe. Á ní ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ. Tí mo máa ti endure kí n tó fún ní èsì. But kò sí nǹkan kan láàrin wa mọ́. Ẹni tó bá yìí ń gorí mi ò lè insult ẹ̀. I can't. Insult, by the time it gets to insult stage, kò sí nǹkan kan mọ́. Kò sí feelings as far as I'm concerned. So I always wonder, how do you insult each other? Tẹ́ máa ṣépè fúnra yín, tẹ́ máa búra yín, tẹ́ máa bú yàrá yàrá yín, and you still sleep with each other. How do you do it? Ẹ tún lóyún in the process. Ẹ tún bí àìmọye ọmọ. There was one of these enablers that Barrister was asking question. Barrister said, love is not blind. Marriage is not an eye-opener. When people are dating, my sister Rafiat, we see those red signs. Red flags are always there. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká tanra wa. We always ignore, thinking the person is going to change. People come to you with their character. And when you get married, they are going into that marriage with a character. They are not going to leave the character. It is them. And that is why they encourage dating. Date people to know who they are. Some people will behave that they are not womanizer. You will think they are saints. If you take time to date them, you will see. But we ignore all these red signs. Some are liars, smooth liars. You will not know. By the time you date, you will know. It is better. A broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. These signs are there. And you can ask me, somebody like me made a mistake. So anybody can make that mistake. We ignore those red signs. We see it. But we make excuses. We make excuses when we see it. Oh, maybe it's not this. Maybe it's that. Maybe it doesn't mean it. You will not even ask questions when you see those red signs. To ask the person, this is happening. Why is this happening? You will say you don't want to cause quarrel. You will just swallow those red signs, red flag, and you will put it aside. And you know what? Abusers, narcissist people, they play on people's emotions. They know how to get you. Once they do something now that can make you change your mind, the next minute they are love bombing you. The next minute they are loving you. And you'll be so confused. When you meet anybody or you are in a relationship with anybody that this minute is abusing you, the next minute is behaving like somebody too loving, run for your life. They are narcissists. They are abusers. And they are smart at that game. This minute, the person, either man or woman, is behaving like somebody, and the next minute, they are acting very, very loving. Be very careful. Hello, can you guys still hear me? Okay, the speaker is working. They are trying to disrupt the show. These red flags are there. We ignore it. A smooth liar is dangerous. If you say love is blind, that means you did not date the person. That means immediately you met the person, you marry. That is when you can say love is blind. But if you date somebody and you took time, you were together for a while, don't come and say love is blind. Love is not blind. You saw, you ignore. You saw, you ignore. Some of these women, while they are dating, nothing lumo. But they ignore. They make excuses. Before you can say love is blind. That means immediately you meet the person, within 2 months, you marry. Then I will say, okay, you didn't take your time, so you didn't see the signs. That can happen. But if you take your time, you date somebody within 1-2 years. No, character is like a smoke. Character is like a smoke. It will come out. And the more you stay with this kind of people, the more you are damaging, the more you are being damaged, the more you are being messed up. The more you stay with them. You cannot stay with an abuser or a narcissist. You will not become one. It's not possible. If you stay too long with them. It's not possible. When you stay too long with this kind of people, before you know it, you are acting exactly like them. Before you know it, you are behaving exactly like them. There's no how. Joseph, when I'm talking, I mean both. I'm talking about both genders. Somebody said, Auntie, what about churches that say dating and courtship is just within 6 months? Is that enough to know someone's real character? Ekechi Adegbohun, this is why they said the highest rate of divorce is coming from church now. The highest rate of divorce is from church people. You will hear this one. We were both workers in the church. You will hear that one. We go to the same church. You will hear that one. It was from this church. Jim churches, oh. We have a lot of records of all these divorces going on. Jim churches. Not, I'm talking about all these ones, they call themselves fire spitting, stone glashing, Holy Ghost filled churches. Divorce is coming more from them than anyway. Domestic violence is coming from them than anyway. Because they marry without knowing each other. Not knowing each other. They don't allow them to date, to know each other. They will say they should not see each other. Some, do you know some are not allowed to see each other outside the church? If they have to see themselves, it has to be outside the church. Tell me how somebody outside want to exhibit their real character. Real character can only be exhibited when two of you are together. When you have become very familiar with each other. If you are still toasting each other, you are still talking. The real character doesn't come out. The real truth doesn't come out. The man will play nice. The woman will play nice. But as time goes on, as time is going, you will begin to see who that person is. You will begin to see how that person reacts. You will begin to see the kind of anger management, anger level, whatever that person has. Then you can see, can I cope with this? Is this normal? Does this person need help? What is making this person to trigger? Okay? You want to look at the trigger. What is making this person trigger? Is it something I can adapt to? Is it something I need to change on my own side? But if it's somebody that just gets upset for no reason, for small trivial things, the person is getting upset, is talking anyhow, either a man or a woman. There was a video we saw where one lady carried a knife and was trying to stab the husband, and the husband carried a pillow, a cushion, the chair cushion, and was trying to save himself. I said this lady is not just doing this for the first time. While they were dating, if you are dating a woman, and that is why they say test people you are dating. I let men do it, and I think women should be doing it too. Feel their pulse, know the kind of person they are, their anger level. A woman that will be upset and talk carelessly is enough to show you that kind of woman, when she become wife, she go break your head. A man that when you are dating can talk carelessly because you have little quarrel and talk to you anyhow, disrespect you. You should know when you marry, it will do worst. It's as simple as ABC. You dated, Abby. It is not as if under 3 months you marry or under 4 months. or you didn't get to see each other regularly for long distance. It is not that. You see each other. You talk regularly. There is reason for you to do things together, even if it is long distance. You have to do some things together. In the process, you see the way the person is behaving or the way the person is talking. Those are signs you look out for. You will have quarrels. You will have issues. Sometimes you know, it's so unfortunate that that lady found herself where she was. And like I was telling somebody, I said that lady messed up herself. I said when she became 40, she saw her situation. She lives here in America. There are times you need to be proactive about your life. You have to be very intentional about your life. It is your life. And this is what I tell women. You've tried 1 or 2 relationships, you have been married once or twice, it's not working, and you're at a certain age, go and do the needful. Go and do the needful. I don't know why relationship is becoming so toxic, so discouraging, but there are still good ones out there. There are still good ones out there. There is no perfects. No perfects. But there are good ones. They will have quarrel. But if you look at all these things, it's all about how each other respects each other, or somebody not trying to use the other. For this kind of a particular situation, the man was trying to use the woman. If you go into a relationship with selfish motive, it will always end bad. Kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ fi kún. Kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ fi kún. Kò sí. There's nothing you want to add to it. You go into a marriage or into a relationship because you want to use the other person or for selfish purpose. It will pack up eventually, because the motive will come out. The drive for that, your selfishness, will rear its ugly head, and that is what you will be working with in that relationship. It will take a mumu partner not to know pé eléyìí user eléyìí ó ní nǹkan tó bá wá. In the case of this kind of woman, it was obvious. A man came into your life, told you he's been married, he has kids from other women. Oh, béèrè questions. Okay, ó béèrè questions, ó ṣàwọn kankan. Ó wá gbé ẹ jọ lọ bá ìyàwó tó ń fẹ́ jà. Why will you even follow a man to do that? Òun àti ìyàwó ló ní problem kò kún ẹ̀. Why will you follow him to go and do that? Débi pé wá gbé ẹ sórí social media. Tó bá ti wá ń bá àwọn èèyàn jà wá support ẹ̀. You see, somebody said my ex was abusive. I stayed because I stayed for that long because I thought it would change. Abusers don't change, yo. And that is why you see many of them, they are serial divorcee. They don't change. It is who they are. Abusers do not change. Narcissists do not change. That is how they know how to do things. Òun ló dáfá fúnrú the kind of updates tí mo fi síbẹ̀ yẹn 60 plus. Kó má níyàwó lé. Kó you ma try up and down. Kó má ṣe try and error. You are not asking a woman, what are you bringing to the table? Níwọ̀n tó ti liquidate tán. Ó ti liquidate already. Okay, Labax, I can see it now. I have a story. I was married for 14 years. I moved from London to join my husband. I stayed in my marriage for that long just because I didn't want to embarrass my mother because of my father's side. I lost my father when I was 16 years. My mother raised us by herself. So you were scared of being a single mother. That is always the fear. Nobody should be afraid of that kind of a thing. Baba no regrets. Àwọn baba no regrets yẹn pọ̀. Ìmí go tí was 60 tó ti di baba no regrets. And how do you know? The way they talk, the way they behave. You wá mọ̀ wípé lè tó bá máa fi wọ 60 plus, tó bá máa fi wọ 70. I've read it, Labax. At what age you ń bèrè lọ́wọ́ obìnrin tó wà established pé what are you bringing to the table? Ṣé ọmọ ló fẹ́ bá tọ́jú ni? Hi son, how are you? Mo wà ọkọ mi. Báwo ni snow yẹn ó pọ̀? Ah! Ó ti bólẹ̀ gidi. Whoa. Àwọn bàbá no regret wọ́n pọ̀. You are a serial divorcee. Kí ló ń jẹ́ káwọn obìnrin máa fi ẹ́ sílẹ̀? Wọ́n wá matchmake wà àtèèyàn kan kẹ́ fẹ́ ra yín. Ó wá ń béèrè question. Do you want to call in Labax? Ó yá ẹni tó bá fẹ́ call in láti share experience. Call our regular number. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ta Kasongo ye. Àwọn bàbá Kasongo. Àwọn bàbá Kasongo ye. Àwọn obìnrin tí wọ́n lè mọ̀ wọ́n ti bo. You want to call in, okay? Àwọn Kasongo men. Temu. Àwọn Temu women náà wà o. Àwọn Kasongo ye. Oh yeah, the number to call is +1 240 351 9287. Somebody should help me to put it. Which one should I read? Labax. If you want to call in, the number to call in is +1 240 351 9287 to share experience. Nobody should stay where they are not happy. You will live. Ọdún mélòó lẹ fẹ́ lò ní ayé tẹ́ ń gbé bí tí tẹ́ ń dúró síbi tínú yín ò ti dùn. How many years do you want to spend in this life that you are staying where you are not happy? Mo bẹ́lẹ̀ dá mi dámọ̀ràn. I said once I clock 50, I said I want to live a peaceful life where I can do whatever I want. If I'm with a partner, the partner will adopt me and see me as a baby. A partner that will not adopt me and see me as a baby for us to enjoy life. Because I'm not a troublesome person. But if somebody will come into my life and bring trouble, I will run. Okay? The first one, I think I read it, Labax. Ó ti sún lọ sókè o. Let me try and pin the phone number. So that's the phone number, anybody that wants to call in. Àwọn bàbá Kasongo ye. Lẹ́yìn wípé ká holiday lọ. Ká jọ holiday. Let us go for holiday. When we have the free time at 50 plus, kí ló tún kù? At 50 plus, tó bá yìí ń ṣayé ìnira, Kasongo ni ẹ́. You are Kasongo ye. The number is +1 240 351 9287. If you are at 50 plus upwards as a man, as a woman, and you are staying under ìnira where you are not happy, you are a Kasongo ye. You are a baba and mama no regrets. Lè normal mọ́. Lè wà okay. No. Lè wà okay. If you have stayed under abuse for too long, or you have been abusing people for too long, you cannot change. At 60 something. So what are you bringing to the table? Ìwọ tó jẹ́ pé caregiver lókùn tó máa ṣe lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ àti kúkù. Any woman that will say I'm marrying a 60 plus man, kúkù ló lọ ṣe. It is well detailed. I can't see the comments. Ó ti slides okay ni. Any woman that is marrying a 60-year-old upward, Kasongo ye ni. Àwọn Temu nìyẹn. Those are Temu. I don't care whether the man marry a young person. I don't care whether he marries his age mates. Kasongo ye. Àwọn Temu. Àwọn Shin partner nìyẹn. Wàá ti wà ní Kasongo. Okay, you are calling. No, WhatsApp. Oh, wàá tún ní farabalẹ̀. Wàá tún máa wá obìnrin tó máa ní lára, àbọ́kùnrin tó máa ní lára. Hell no. Anybody at at 50 plus, if you allow any partner to stress your life, ìwọ gan ló fẹ́ tètè kú. Okada partner grade F9. Èmi ò rán ò gbàgbé àwọn oní grade A, àwọn grade A, grade B, grade C. For those that miss our last relationship show, we spoke on the different grades of men and women. A widower or somebody that just divorced once is a grade A, is in grade A level. Somebody that has divorced twice or that has divorced twice, that one don jump to grade C. You now see those men, especially those men. The phone is with me now. Call on WhatsApp if you want to call. You now see those men. Now so I know one, he doesn't like holiday and he doesn't like eating out. Everything to him is a waste. You know what? There are many in Oyinbo, many of them plenty for Oyinbo. They don't like to spend money. They don't like to enjoy life. All they want to do, ìgbà tó bá fẹ́ obìnrin at 60 plus, let's even assume is a 40-something-year-old woman you marry. So you want the woman to be cooking all her life. You are now asking, what are you bringing to the table? So we have grade C and grade D women. We can't get the F9 men. F9 men and F9 women. They don't try. No woman is good enough. They don't try. I will excuse women because no be women they marry men. Hey Remzo, how are you speaking me? They don't try. There is no woman that is good enough for them. They will never adjust. They will never change. That ego will never go down. Later in life, they will not say women are no good. At the end of the day, I always tell you, if you don't carry F9 for this relationship matter, especially as a man, ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin orí yín má ọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo kì í ṣe lórí alábàáhùn, and I don't mean to do this, so now I don't carry me to this level. If you don't carry F9 in relationship as a man, and you are your 50s, tí gidi obìnrin ṣe máa kọjá ẹ̀ ní mọ̀, because you are used to condemning, you are used to complaining, you are used to picking women like beans. At the end of the day, èyí tó máa bọ́ sí yín lọ́wọ́ Kasongo women ni àtàwọn shame women and temu. At the end of the day, àwa dìgbà tẹ́ really nídìí obìnrin yẹn gangan, wọ́n wá lọ, òun ló dáfá fún pé today. Ẹ jẹ́ mú mi sọ̀rọ̀ yín, ẹ má bínú, níbo ni bọ́tù mi wà? Ní kọ́ọ̀pù bí. Ó ti gan mọ́ná. Ẹ má bínú. Nígbà tẹ́ bá wá wọ dẹ́múrèjì, tẹ́ ti di tẹ́mù, àwọn tẹ́mù yẹn dẹ̀ pọ̀ ń lo òyìnbó. There are plenty in abroad. There are plenty. They don't dey plenty for Nigeria too, according to what I heard. They don't dey plenty for Nigeria too, because Nigeria women too, they don't want wahala again. And if they have to enter wahala, it must be with correct money. So they don't want to enter wahala. Or maybe women that are looking for children and then go manage them. When I have some men that will tell me in Nigeria, they say they don't get wife. I say, kí ló dé níyàwó, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? They will say, àwọn obìnrin yẹn ni wọ́n fẹ́ jókòó mọ́. Wọ́n fẹ́ jókòó kẹ̀. Bọ́n láwọn wọ́kọ, àwọn serious jèrè. At what age lóbìnrin ò ní serious fọkùnrin? Wọ́n serious. Wọ́n already àti gbàgbàkúgbà ìtẹ́fẹ́ bá fi lọ wọ́n ni. Ẹ mọ̀ pé like control ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin. Which one is Shin and Temu? Àwọn onígẹ̀, àwọn try and error. Àwọn tó wà ní grade D àtàwọn tó ń gba F9. Those are the Shin and Temu men and women. Men especially. And then plenty for abroad. Then plenty here. Some of them, as them plenty rich, if they want to go for holiday, now only then they go for holiday. I don't want the trouble of any woman. I don't want the stress of any woman. Me, the first sọ̀rọ̀ sáwọn ọkùnrin o, ẹ má bínú. Then plenty o. Especially for London. I hope there is no London men on my page this evening. Then plenty for London. They don't enter their marriage. They don't liquidate. Wọ́n wá ń dágbé. ẹ má bínú bóbìnrin ṣe pọ̀ tó ọkùnrin á máa dágbé for years. Check yourself. Go and check yourself. You have problem. At the end of the day, na temu women you go carry and she F9 women na him go end up with you. It doesn't matter if the person is young or old, because you have ibi tó ti ń ṣa ẹ̀wà ó ti ṣe ẹ̀wà gidi mọ́ kòkòrò ó ti ṣa kòkòrò mọ́ ẹ̀wà gidi àbí àwọn ṣe máa sọ. At the end of the day, how can somebody tell me they have been divorced for the past 17 years, 15 years as a man, 14 years, 10 years as a man? Thank you, Uchechukwu. What I ordered versus what I got. And at the end of the day, such men, ẹ má jẹ́ a sọ̀rọ̀ jù. Wọ́n ti sopi títí agídí ni kíní máa fi dìde. Ẹ má bínú o, àwọn Londoner láwọn wà ń bí. Make una no vex. Some might have suffered from trauma from the previous marriage. People respond to trauma differently. Fún ọdún mẹ́wàá, they better go and see therapist. They better go and see therapist. If you know you have suffered trauma, go and seek therapist. Go and seek help. Because at the end of the day, you cannot tell me you are not carrying girlfriend. You will be changing girlfriend like clothes. You will be changing girlfriend like clothes. At the end of the day, na bad one you go come carry. When you see good one, you will not recognize it because you have been traumatized. And you have not healed from your trauma. If any man, any woman is traumatized here, go and see therapist. Because when you see a good one, you will not know. You will even misbehave. But what, Sherry, all this trauma is a lie. They are just enjoying that most of them are just enjoying that single life where they can change women like clothes because they know women are available now. At the end of the day, sayade bí tí ó yẹ kẹ́ sayade. At the end of the day, èyí tí ó yẹ kó bọ́ sí yín lọ́wọ́ ló máa bọ́ sí yín lọ́wọ́. At the end of the day, you will still end up being lonely in later life. At the end of the day, the women that you think will not leave you will now leave you. Because you chose wrongly. When you saw good one, you could not recognize it. And somebody said, I want to London men, one baddest. They are here too. One not Pombino. If somebody can say, I've been a widow for 20-something years. Oh, they fair me. How can you be a widow? When you see somebody, I have been a widow for 40-something. Men, you're not women. Women's case is different. How can a man have been a widow for 30-something years, 20-something years, 15 years, and you don't have a wife? Or I've been a divorcee for 15 years. Take your time to know that person. Don't rush. There must be something about that person. It's either he's a player. Because how can you be comfortable living alone? It's either the person is a player or kò mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe or ó sick fún rẹ̀. Ó sick fún rẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ ń ṣe ni. Something is wrong ni. Kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ dá gbé. Kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ dá wà. Àfàwọn tí nǹkan ti ṣe. Ẹni tí nǹkan bá ṣe ló ń dá wà o. Ẹni tí nǹkan ṣe ló ń dá wà for long. I love my privacy. I love my comfort. I love my space. I love my comfort. I love my privacy. I love my space. Even animals don't like to stay alone. We just bought a small dog, a dog. That dog, if he doesn't see anybody, immediately he see you. máa fò ní, inú ẹ̀ máa dùn ní. That's animal. Kaima was a human being. Human being, I love my space. I love to stay alone. For 15 years. Ot is sick. Something is not okay with you. Go and check yourself. For 10 years. You are not okay. Something is not right. I love my space. It's either you don't want to spend the money. It's either you are stingy. It's either you are not okay. It's either the trauma you have gone through. You need to go and see a specialist. Kó lè wà okay. Kò sí nǹkan tá go through láyé yìí tí a lè heal from. There is nothing, no trauma you pass through that you cannot heal from. If you seek the right source to get help. Yes, I agree. People can be traumatized. People can have nasty experience about relationship. People can go through stuffs, but you can't tell me you don't feel lonely. You can't tell me there are times you don't, especially those of you men who stay alone. Women will still better, their children are around them. So no ma rántí pé ọkùnrin. But for men, come on. And that is why a 60-something-year-old man, ó ti fẹ́ pé 70, he has been divorced more than 3 times. Àbí 3 times, sorry. Divorced 3 times. Wọ́n wá sọ wípé wọ́n fẹ́ kó lọ fẹ́ yàwó. Ó ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ obìnrin, what are you bringing to the table? What sort of rubbish toasting is that? What is a woman 50 plus bringing to the table? A woman 50 plus. Ìwọ ló ń bá san bills ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni. At that stage, there is a certain stage you get to in life. You are not supposed to be burdened on each other. No? As partners, you put, I put to me. You give, I give. You do, I do. Because it is expected that person of that age, 40-something upwards, is established. Should be made already. Should be having a source of income. So why are you asking, what are you bringing to the table? Question, what are you bringing to the table? It shows that that person, okay. What are you bringing to the table? Oúnjẹ tó máa ṣe fún ẹ̀kọ́ tó bá wọnú ilé, ìtọ́jú tó máa fún àti inú ilé tó máa tọ́jú. That one is enough. Abio, that kind of man is not ready for relationship. I say some of them are enjoying that single life because wọ́n lórí obìnrin oríṣiríṣi gbé tó bá wá di later in life. At the end of the day, wọ́n wá lọ gbé obìnrin kan. Bóyá wá lọ wá younger person kan wá fẹ́, ìyẹn máa dóko mọ́ wọn lára. Because generational gap, when there is generational gap between couple, you have to have money to hold that woman down. Ẹ má tanra yín. You have to have money to hold her down. You want to go and marry somebody you are very, very much older than as a man. Wá fẹ́ máa sọ wípé kẹjọ máa ṣe nǹkan pọ̀, kẹjọ máa pín busy. Remember at that stage, ìwọ ò lè ṣe púpọ̀ mọ́. At that age, your life is declining already. Reality ni. Your life is declining already at that age. Wá wá sọ pé o lọ fẹ́ younger woman kan. I can marry somebody younger. Because o feel wípé wàá lè use ẹ̀ dáadáa. And you don't have what it will take to hold that down. Ìṣòro ló tún gbé fáyé ẹ̀ o. And that is why many, at the end of the day, they suffer stroke. Why many, at the end of the day, they have issues. Many at that age, before you know it, the woman they think will stay with them, will go. They won't even enjoy her. Because nígbà tí yẹn bá fẹ́ tán, tó bóyá o fowó tán ni, you use money to entice her when you are to marry her. You now marry her, she now got to the relationship, she started seeing the reality that you use money to entice her to come and marry you. And you cannot cope to continue the way you were giving her the money. And she got into that relationship. Bóyá tí ò bá bímọ, yes, á dúró kó bímọ fún ẹ. Tó bá ń wọ́mọ. but tó bá ti bímọ tẹ́lẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ young sí ẹ gan, generation gap máa play out. It will play out because ẹ lè má move pọ̀. Wọ́n á béèrè pé what are you bringing to the table? What is a 50-something years old bringing to the table? What are you going to offer her too? I told the lady, I said you should have asked him, what are you offering me as a man? If anybody can ask me at my age, what am I bringing to the table? Are you the one that has been paying my bills? No. Have you been giving monthly allowance? No. Then why are you asking me what am I bringing to the table? Then I will ask you, what are you bringing to? Put it on the table, let us see. What are you bringing into the relationship? What is a man bringing into a relationship? Especially a matured relationship of àwọn Baba London àtàwọn Temu, of Temu husbands and Temu man friend. What are you bringing to the table? As a man too. Are you going to be responsible for me as your woman? You want to be in my life? Okay? You are my man. What are you going to be doing for me too? Because whatever it is, as my man, I deserve some things from you too. Abi? You now ask, what is a woman bringing to the table? Ṣẹ̀rí tọ́kùnrin bá ti wà single jù, tó ti pẹ́ jù, wọ́n máa ń di temu men ni. Honestly, they always end up being temu men. Wọ́n máa ń di demurrage men ni in their way of talking. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ní mọ̀ pé àwọn sọ̀rọ̀ bí ẹni tí ọkọ kan ti ṣe lọ́pọlọ. Wọn kì í mọ̀. Ìṣọwọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ wọn ní mọ̀ pọ̀rọ̀ táwọn sọ pé kò make sense. But because they are used to talking like that, and the older they get, the older Tomama is normal. Oh, normal. The older they get, agídí máa ń pọ̀ sí ni. Fọ́kùnrin, the older they get, agídí ọkùnrin máa ń increase because at that stage, they are realizing their strength is going down. They are realizing their capacity is not as it used to be. At that stage, the way they make money is declining too. So máa ń jẹ́ kọ́kùnrin naturally wọ́n fẹ́ wá aggressive. So it will take a matured woman, understanding woman to understand the stage they are passing through and come for them. Understand pé stage tó ń pass through ni and be there for them. Fi lọ́kàn balẹ̀. Make him know pé no matter what, we are together. It will take a woman that have understanding to do that. You meet a 50-year-old woman, you say, what are you bringing to the table? You, what are you bringing to the table other than your third leg? What are you bringing? Because a woman of that age will not ask you for money, except a stupid one. A woman of that age will not wait for you to do things, except a stupid one. She will know her rights, she will know her dues, she will know what she's expected to do to make the relationship beautiful. So you don't have to ask her. Play your role and watch her. Watch her play her role before you say, oh yeah, I want you finally. Watch the way she's doing. You play your role. Don't ask her what she's bringing. Let her be natural. Let her be real. Don't force her to act. Don't force her to start staging or pretending. If she finds out you are trying to be funny, she can start pretending. Allow her be natural. That way, you know who you want to go to with. One baby, what are you bringing to the table? She's bringing food. She will be cooking for you and she will be your caregiver. Women are naturally caregivers, either we like it or not. There is no man that will have a woman at home, Tamasakiri, especially our men. Once you have a woman at home, you know what her duty is. So why are you asking her what she's bringing to the table? You want her to come and be paying your bills? Toba Wole? That you're asking her at what age? Abokonloko slogan. Slogan of the younger ones. What are you bringing? That slogan is for the younger ones, oh. It's not for our age group. It's not for somebody who 40 upwards ago. That what are you bringing to the table? At all, it's not for them. It's for people younger. You get to a certain age, some questions It's not necessary at all. Allow things flow naturally. Àfi tí wọn náà bá ní problem. Majority yín dẹ̀ ti ní problem. Obìnrin ẹ ti wọn obìnrin lè mọ̀, obìnrin ti hàn yín lè mọ̀ padà. Memphis is here now, ṣe bóun ló comment yìí. Ẹ ti wọn obìnrin lè mọ̀, wọ́n ti hàn yín lè mọ̀ padà. Ńgbẹ́ bá wọn lè mọ̀, àwọn náà fún yín lépè. Ara ẹ̀ lélẹ́yìí. Tàbí ṣe case study. Ara ẹ̀ lélẹ́yìí. If this video does not come out now, that man will say, I have never touched her. She is this, she is that. Ó bà ayé mi jẹ́, ó bà ìwé mi jẹ́. If this video doesn't surface on social media now, the guy will say, I didn't do her anything. And gbọ́ tí majority in my butter, then my lóbìnrin bà ìwé yín jẹ́. You will not say how the story went, gangan. What did you do? Tóbìnrin fi cancel ìwé, tó fi bàjẹ́. If this video does not surface, this man can come out tomorrow and say, lady yẹn bà ìwé mi jẹ́, ó bà tèmi jẹ́ l'Amẹ́ríkà, ó ṣe kinní kan. You can even see with the video how he's denying ever touching this lady. Ẹ ti wọn obìnrin lè mọ̀, wọ́n hàn yín lè mọ̀ padà. Ẹ wá rí gbogbo obìnrin bí èṣù. Tẹ́ máa fi ṣìgbé. Ẹ ti wọn gbogbo obìnrin, ẹ ti wọn àwọn obìnrin lè mọ̀. Àwọn àgbàlagbà náà ń pòwe pé nǹkan tó ò bá ní jẹ má fi run mú. What are you bringing to the table? She's bringing herself. She's bringing taking care of you, nurturing you, and being your caregiver, watching out for you. Tó bá ti fẹ́, ó ti di ọmọ ẹ̀. A máa kẹ́ lójú kẹ́ nímú pẹ̀ bí ọmọ ni. Àbò fẹ́ lọ fẹ́ ni tó wà ní 40+ kò ní mo bí ọkọ ọkùnrin kẹ́. Irú ẹni bẹ̀ yẹn, òun náà ti jẹ breakfast ní 1 or 2 places. Á tọ́jú ẹ̀ dáadáa. What are you bringing to the table? Lẹ́yìn ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀. What are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing to the share ni? Majority yẹn ti wà, ẹ ti mess ara yín up, obìnrin ti mess yín up. Wọ́n ti mess yín up. Soliloquizing is a speech where a character expresses their thoughts aloud while alone. So, bá tí wọ́n bá ti hàn yín lè mọ̀, òun ló máa irú yín lẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ bí lẹ máa ṣarán. When you are supposed to be intentional about your life, lẹ máa ṣarán. When you are supposed to do the right thing, ẹ máa ṣarán. Ẹ máa ṣarán. Ẹ bá àwọn obìnrin lè mọ̀, àwọn náà ya hàn yín lè mọ̀ padà. Gbogbo obìnrin kọ́ ló ń dákẹ́. Ìmí inú yín burú bí èṣù. We are not the one to report the case. It's the woman that will report the case. People have been saying, I won't report case, that is not my business. I don't know the details. Nígbà bá ti wọn obìnrin lè mọ̀ tán ti hàn yín lè mọ̀ padà. Ẹ bá di old age. Àgbà ilẹ̀ máa ṣe ní terms and conditions. Terms and conditions tẹ́ ẹ̀ nígbà tẹ́ young. Ẹ ti wọn obìnrin lè mọ̀ rí títí. Ẹ ti lóríṣiríṣi. Ẹ wá ní terms and conditions. Terms and conditions applied. Ẹ wá sọ̀rọ̀ ayín di commodity tó jẹ́ pé ẹ máa wà marketable for life. Ẹ lè wà marketable for life. The same way obìnrin náà lè wà marketable for life. Ó kàn yàtọ̀ síra wọn ni. Ẹ̀yin náà dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ó yàtọ̀ síra wọn, but ẹ̀yin ṣe jẹ́jẹ́. Oh, she's your auntie. She's the one to report the case. She's the one to and I'm sure she will do the needful if she wants to. She's the one to report the case by herself. Àwọn ọkùnrin láwọn máa gbé péjì mi wálẹ̀. Báwo la ṣe dé? Yẹ̀yẹ́ máa ń dùnyàn. Ṣé mo bú ọkùnrin ni? Somebody said I will advise young women to marry them, to show them shege proverbs. You are not nice. And truly, àwọn younger women ẹ máa ń da fún wọn o. Shege tójú wọn máa rí wọn lè sọ. At the end of the day, time tó ọba expect làwọn obìnrin yẹn máa wá fi wọ́n lẹ̀. The only one. We learned the mom is in America, so she should be able to do the needful. The only one tí ò kì í jẹ breakfast, Adetutu, you are not nice. The only one tí ò jẹ breakfast nínú wọn is èyí tó bá lówó dáadáa. Èyí tó bá ṣe anyhow, àwọn obìnrin yẹn náà ṣe anyhow fún wọn. Àwọn younger women yẹn. Báwo la ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ okay ọ̀rọ̀ ọkùnrin náà là ń sọ because nǹkan tá fẹ́ sọ kọ́ lélẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ má bínú. You are taking your breakfast. No vex. You know there are times I will talk about women too. But because it is a man that committed offense now, if this video does not come out, this is how that man will say the woman is a bad woman. This is a woman that gave him $20,000 cash to set him up. The woman spent a lot of money, took care of their children. See how he paid her back. Filed for her 10 months after they met. Filed for the man. See how he paid her back. Beating her every time. Tó bá wá di ọjọ́ ọ̀la ńsìn. Because either you like it or not, man yìí máa jẹyàn ẹ̀ níṣu. Irú wọn ṣe rí player men or men tó bá burú, wọ́n máa ń jẹ ìyẹ́ létà. Wọ́n máa ń jẹ. Tí ọkùnrin bá dé stage kan tí ò calm down. Kò nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara ẹ̀ ni. Ọkùnrin tó bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara ẹ̀, when you get to a certain age, you calm down. Your principle was slow it down there. Was slow it down there. Thank you, Dry Smoke. I love Dry Smoke Awalata. Despite the fact that you are a man, I love your stand on this case. I saw your comments. I love your stand on the case. Ọkùnrin gidi ni yín, bàbá ni yín. That is how a father behaves. I love your stand. I was seeing that you are not on the side of that man at all. Kí ló dé? Tó bá wá di ọ̀la, wọ́n náà abandon ọkùnrin. Tó bá di ọ̀la, no matter what, it is how it is made. Even you that you are men, you know you prefer your mother. You take care of your mother than your father. Èyí tó bá ní lock tó lóbìnrin dọjú alẹ́ ló ń gbádùn. Yálà òun ló lọ́mọ tó bí, òun kọ́ ló lọ́mọ tó. Yálà ìwọ ló lọ́mọ ẹ̀ tó bí àbí ìwọ kọ́. When you find the favor of the woman you marry, either as your wife, as the mother of your children, or or another wife that you marry, if you treat them well, mo mèèyàn kan tó jẹ́ wípé àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n kó wá fẹ́ ló ń tọ́jú ẹ̀. Okay, somebody said Paul Nwokocha, Igbo gospel singer, divorced the wife of his youth and married a younger woman. The woman showed him Shege Pro Max within 2 years. Now he's crying all over social media. Oh, mo rí story yẹn, but I didn't follow it up. I'm not saying all women are good, though. Women no need tiwọn lọ́wọ́ o. Don't get me wrong. Women no need, and that is why we say if you see Bele Sherire, tètè ya lọ. But if you stay too long until you become an abuser, you will not know. And that is what will fashion your mindsets in your other relationship. Tiwalola, wọn ò fẹ́ calling. Ẹ gbọ́ ọ̀pọ̀ èèyàn ọkùnrin ṣe fẹ́ calling. Àwọn èèyàn ti ń pè látẹ̀ nǹkan. Oh my God, sorry o. The number one is silence. Number one silence in apology.
Power on.
Hello, sis, you are on. Ṣé fẹ́ dá sétò ni?
Connected.
Ẹ kálẹ́ mà.
Ẹ kálẹ́.
Ìbára lẹ́wà ẹ kí ọjọ́ jàre.
Ṣé kí n gbé yín sí speaker ni àbẹ fẹ́ bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ privately?
Okay, àǹtí àjùlí ni mo pàǹtí. Ẹ kálẹ́ mà, ní mo pàǹtí bí àǹtí mi ló pè mí.
Ẹ̀yin lẹ pè ní mo rí miss call yín pè lẹ́ẹ̀mejì.
Mo fẹ́ kí experience mi ni.
Oh yeah, go on ma. Oh, he divorced his second wife.
Nígbà tí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tí nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ sí táwọn èèyàn sọ pé oògùn ni. Kò tẹ́mi fẹ́ fàyọ ni pé kò kì í ṣe oògùn tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ́mi fúnra mi tí mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí rí. Ṣé rí ọkùnrin mi vulnerable moment tí Kudi ló bá?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, èmi náà sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ọkùnrin tó dẹ̀rí pé ó bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ń bẹ́ẹ̀ gbẹ́tọ̀ tó ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ wá ní ọkùnrin yìí dáa.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ọkùnrin mi máa dé bí áńgẹ́lì. Ẹ máa wò pé ọkùnrin yìí èèyàn máa ní o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Mi ti tún rí ọkùnrin yìí rí. Ọkùnrin yẹn nìkan ló mọ nǹkan tó wà nínú ara ẹ̀.
Oníkùn ló mọ̀ọ́kà.
Oníkùn ló mọ̀ọ́kà. nígbà tí mo bá rọ́kùnrin tí mo wà ní èmi tí ẹ pé kò ṣe pé mo sick anything tí má wà nù tọ́lẹ̀tì àwa dúró sí ẹ má ní bọ́tà nù tọ́lẹ̀tì tí ló wá dúró sí mi sí kí n tó gbégbá òsì bá mi gbé òun nìkan ló mọ nǹkan tó wà nínú ẹ̀ marriage of 16 years UK ni mo wà kò sanwó lé rí ọjọ́ kan because ìlú ibòmí ló ń gbé kó tó wá join ní kí n tó bá wáṣẹ́ mo ti sanwó lé mi lọ.
Auntie, ẹ bá wa sọ English ẹ jọ̀ọ́ so that àwọn people can learn please.
Kò ní dùn dáadáa àǹtí mi àdùn ní.
Ó yẹ máa sọ Yorùbá yín ló ń gbà yẹn.
So at the end of the day láàrin 1 year of the marriage ó ní òun ò tí ì rí irú obìnrin yìí rí kí n jẹ́ ká lọ ó dẹ̀ òun ká lọ ṣèyàwó ní Nàìjíríà o ó ní ṣùgbọ́n kò sówó lọ́wọ́ òun èmi bá ní owó wà lọ́wọ́ mi. Èmi náà dẹ̀ fi mo ṣe ná bíi almost 30,000 pounds ká lọ fi ṣèyàwó ní Nàìjíríà ní owó mi ní èmi ni mo ráṣọ fún ọ mo tún lọ sufi mo ráṣọ fún gbogbo àwọn àbúrò ẹ̀ siblings ẹ̀. But àwọn wo fíìmù yẹn lọ ó ń ṣe dáadáa pẹ̀lú mi ló ń pè pé ó ti rí pé eléyìí owó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ àti àdùnní góòlù tó jí lọ́wọ́ mi kò ṣe 90,000 pounds. Torí mo máa wò pé kò sí nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ mú Nàìjíríà mi mo máa ń invest owó mi sórí góòlù ni mò ń tà mo dẹ̀ ń lò fún rárá mi. So kọ́ máa sọ pé oògùn ni oníkùn ló mọ̀ ká ẹni tó wá sínú relationship yẹn ló mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń fẹ́ wá jẹ́ ń bẹ̀. Kí Ọlọ́run tó bá mi tú àṣírí ẹ̀. So ọkùnrin mi bó ṣe wà lóbìnrin ló wà lọ́kùnrin ìsọ́tò ògùn. Àwọn obìnrin tá a bá ti rọ́kùnrin tó àwọn obìnrin mi tá a bá wà vulnerable tá a bá rọ́kùnrin tó ń kẹwàá lójú tó ń kẹwàá lẹ́nu àbàrò pé èèyàn gidi òun nìkan ni ló mọ̀ nǹkan tó fẹ́ wá ṣe. Ibi tí bottom line ibi tí mo lọ ni pé Kudi ò gbọdọ̀ rí ní ìwé yẹn fún. Tó bá ti lè rí ní ìwé yẹn fún, ó máa bọ́ síta, a máa fi ṣakọ, á tún máa bú lórí ìwé tó ṣe fún. Tó yẹn ló máa torí èmi náà gbogbo nǹkan máa sọ pé Ọlọ́run máa dájọ́. Ìjọ tí mo ti ń wò yìí ni mo ti mọ̀ wípé kò ṣe gbọ́dọ̀rùn kankan dájọ́. Tí èèyàn bá ṣe nǹkan fún ẹ, ọ̀rọ̀ àmú olúkálùkù máa lọ́rùn ẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ṣé nígbà tí àṣírí ẹ̀ tó ń jí góòdì ni? Ṣé bóyá kí n fi ọlọ́pàá rẹ̀ sí ẹ̀? Mi ì fi ọlọ́pàá rẹ̀ sí ẹ̀. Mo ní Ọlọ́run máa dájọ́ kó máa lọ́rùn ẹ̀. Ìyẹn ló fi tún lọ káàkiri tó lọ ń bà mí jẹ́ ẹjọ́ tí n bá fọ ọlọ́pàá rẹ̀ ṣe tí wọ́n ní kó máa kọ̀wé bó ṣe máa sanwó fún mi. Ṣé ọmọ máa lọ sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀bàjẹ́ tó kí Kudi má rí ní ìwé mu nǹkan tó wà ó fẹ́ gbà nǹkan lọ́wọ́ ọ̀yàn ó tún fìyà jẹ́ ó tún fìyà jẹ́ wú àṣírí ẹ̀ fi tú ẹ ṣé mà ẹ pẹ́ fún wa nǹkan oníṣẹ́ mi yín o lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹ ṣé gbọ́mà love you mama.
Love you too. So for those of you who don't understand what she was saying, she said she has experience of the case study we were using, that she got married to a man. She met a man who was very nice to her, and the man suggested they got married, and she was the one paying the bills, and she spent all the money for them to get married. They came back to UK, and the man started stealing her things. That today they parted. That women should just be careful, even men too. That some people, you don't know the intention of why people come to you until they start showing their true color. So just guide yourself and be very careful. Oníkùn ló mọ̀ọ́kà. So somebody said the fact is that Kudi can't stop him from getting 10 years permanent paper. All she can do is to report to USCIS that is a fraud marriage. As long as he knows her signature, she cannot stop it. It's not that easy anymore. She can stop it. She has 2 years. If he has to do the 10 years, they would need her. They will need some documents from her to show they are still together. It's not that easy anymore. I don't know when you did yours. They would need some document from Kudi to show they are still together. And if she doesn't produce that paper, and like you said, she can report. She can report, like you said, if she wants to. Okay, she can report, call them and say it's a fraud marriage, and provide evidence of all this abuse. They don't joke with things like that, and that will be it. But hey, but she has lost too much in that marriage for her to just walk away like that. It's going to pain her for life. She has lost too much. She spent so much. They said she had accidents. The money that she was paid for the accident, she gave it to the guy. No. Ofimose Loda. Ọlọ́run adájọ́, Ọlọ́run ò dájọ́ kankan. I'm not saying she should do what she no say. I'm just saying my own. Ọlọ́run is not going to dájọ́. Ìdájọ́ ọwọ́ ló ti dájú. I'm not saying she should do ìdájọ́ ọwọ́. Why can you come into my life? You use me. You use me finish. You come abuse me. Pikin where I come dey look for. Now that one pain me pass. Say despite everything, you no even allow this lady get one pikin. 8 IVF failed. 8 IVF. 8 IVF failed. You no even help am. Say, this lady will help me reach this side. Bó ṣe ràn mí lọ́wọ́ tó. Auntie Aduni mind, they did not, bóyá ìgbà yẹn, but like somebody said, pé tó bá report, so kó má lọ dúró lórí pé wọn ò ní fún, maybe she should make report if she wants to. 8 IVF. Kò jẹ́ kí kó ẹyọ kan máa survive lórí wàhálà. If you are doing IVF, you need to relax. You can't be doing IVF and be having stress. I've been having wàhálà. Kò ní dúró. 8 IVF, not even one child. Ibi tó ti dùn mí jù nìyẹn. Where is she going to start from? Ká lọ́mọ kan wá tí gbogbo ẹ̀ wá rí bó ṣe rí. A mọ̀ pé kò jẹun gbé. $60,000 lọ. $20,000 lọ. Kò ìkàwọn owó kọ̀ọ̀kan tó tún lọ. Èyí ọmọ náà mi ò tún wá ní rí bí. And that man will now work and tomorrow will now come to social media and be doing Aduni pepper them. Hey, pepper them. He will now be doing pepper them for me. Hey. Hey. Ibi tá bá sinra wa dé. Àjọ sinra wa dé bí kan. Wàláì. Àjọ sinra wa dé bí àpẹẹrẹ tóun náà fi pè tán. So that láti kọ́ ọkùnrin àbóbìnrin mi tó bá fẹ́ ṣerú ẹ̀ ní ọgbọ́n. Èmi ò ní kó ṣe nǹkan kan o. Ẹ dákun o. Bọ̀ mo ní èmi o. Èmi Àdùnní Adé. Àwa máa ṣe pẹ́pẹ́ dẹ̀mù fún mi nígbà báyé mi jẹ́ tán. A máa ṣe pẹ́pẹ́ dẹ̀mù. Àjọ count lọ́ọ̀sì ni. Àjọ máa count lọ́ọ̀sì ni. I say the best relationship tó bá máa break, you count loss, I count loss. You lose something, I lose something. That is why it is good to do give and take a relationship. I give, you give. I spend, you spend. That way, we will appreciate each other. That way, we will value each other. And everything, if not everything now go separately, I will remember, ṣe bóun náà lọ́jọ́ kan báyìí, akúnjọ náà ni, akúnjọ ṣe ni, I go remember, bó ṣe dùn nìyẹn. It is not that the relationship will now break. Somebody will now stay somewhere and be saying, òun ló lose, kí ló kàn mí? Òun ló lose, mi gbọ́dọ̀ lose. Gbọ́dọ̀ lose. Àjọ owó bá lose wọ́n náà gbọ́dọ̀ lose. Èèyàn kò lè gbà tèèyàn kan jẹ́ kó wá máa lọ ṣe pẹ́pẹ́ dem, kó wá go scot free. Kò dá bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, kò dá. Ọlọ́run ò dájọ́ kankan fẹ́ anybody. Ọlọ́run adájọ́, mo fà ẹ́ lọ́lọ́run lọ́wọ́. Ọlọ́run ló máa gbèjà mi jà. Èèyàn mélòó lọ́lọ́run gbèjà ẹ̀jà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni tí bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sẹ́nìkan, it's not because pé torí nǹkan tó ṣe fún ẹ. Àfọwọ́fà ni. Ìwọ náà ṣe wọn bá tó bá lè ṣe. Kóhun náà máa là díẹ̀. Kó máa là, kó mọ rírì nǹkan tó ṣe. Kẹ́lòmíì náà wá tún kọ́gbọ́n, some other people should learn. That is not good to use people. I hate users. I can't stand people who use people. I hate them with passion. I hate people who take advantage of people in their vulnerable moments. I hate them with passion. You come to me at my vulnerable moments, take advantage of it, pray on it. Timba get to know. Lè jọ mí lójúmọ́. How much less? This relationship thing, we should learn. Káwo obìnrin káyé kórí wá pé you spend, I spend in me. And this is why you see all those religious people run from them. those two over religious people run kò síbi tó lè tẹ̀sẹ̀ wọn bọ̀. èyí tẹ́lẹ̀ omi máa fi sọ wípé you can nígbà tó ń bá tiẹ̀ ti ń sọ fún wọn nínú chọ́ọ̀chì you can pray inside water or food before you give your man. kí ló tún kùn oògùn ìfẹ́ nìyẹn. oríṣiríṣi la dẹ̀ ń rí orí social media yìí mo ti gbọ́ pé wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n ń ta ilẹ̀kẹ̀ àdódùn àti kàn án mọ́lẹ̀ mo ní ó bá tán. mo tiẹ̀ ti rìkọ́ọ̀dù fídíò yẹn lady yẹn lòun ń ta lẹ̀kẹ̀ ó ní ilẹ̀kẹ̀ yẹn she's selling waist bead. Any man that climb you with that waist bead, anything you ask for, mo lórí ẹ burú. You cannot use that waist bead to better your own life. You have to use waist bead to collect money from a man. You have to use the waist bead to collect money from a man. Why can't you use that waist bead to make money for your own life? Rather and company. Àwọn oní waist bead sọnù. Waist bead ẹ pé beautification ló wà fún ẹ dẹ̀ jẹ́ kó súyàn. Waist bead ẹ pé is for beautification. Kéèyàn wọ̀ kó beautify. Ọkùnrin máa like ẹ̀. Àwọn ọkùnrin kan like ẹ̀. Not for anything. Ṣẹ́kẹ́ yẹn. Ẹ wá sọ di nǹkan tẹ́ fi mú ọkùnrin mọ́lẹ̀. Any man that climb you with this bead is going nowhere. Òun náà ni gbogbo yín ò ṣe tí ìlọ kọ dì sí. Is going nowhere. Ọkùnrin mélòó lẹ ti rí fi so mọ́lẹ̀. Rádaràda. Ṣẹ́kẹ́ what? Ṣẹ́kẹ́ ni. Bí ṣẹ́kẹ́ rẹ̀. Àwọn ọkùnrin kan like waist bead. But tó bá ti lọ ń dológun pé wọ́n fi waist bead ṣe nǹkan. Ó bẹ́tà ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin tó bá rí waist bead sọ fún pé kó yọ. Kó lọ wẹ̀ kó tó lò. Because this nonsense téèyàn kan tiẹ̀ ń gbọ́. Waist bead is for beautification. Wọ́n bá ti di pé waist bead ti ń dológun. Mo máa ṣe fídíò yẹn clip yẹn máa gbé síta mọ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rántí ń sìn ni. Ó ti ń dológun pé wọ́n ń lò láti fi mú yàn wálẹ̀. If you see anybody with waist bead, tell them kó yọ kó lọ wẹ̀ kó tó fọwọ́ kàn. Kó má kó bá lé ayé ẹ̀. All the work you are doing, ẹ máa wá kó owó fún wọn. Ẹ máa kó owó fún wọn. Anyway, I don't believe in all this rubbish, but it is better to be careful. Fashion lè bí mọ̀ pé I know bead is for fashion. Nígbà tá wà ń sisi, bead lè bí fashion la mọ̀ fún. Ẹ wo, tó bá yẹ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ilẹ̀kẹ̀ ṣe mú ọkùnrin, gbogbo obìnrin ló máa lọ́kọ ń gbà yẹn. Anyway, ẹ yẹ kí n máa lọ 7 o'clock. Mo fẹ́ wo movie. I want to watch movie. Adétutù Tiwalọ́lá. It's for fashion làwa náà mọ̀ fún bó ṣe wá dológun kíní ni ò wáyé wa tó ti wá dológun pé wọ́n fi mú ọkùnrin mọ́lẹ̀ láti gba owó. Why kúkú convert it to money. Àwọn ọ̀lẹ lápá má ṣiṣẹ́ olè ọ̀lẹ. Nǹkan ní nǹkan ló ń wọ̀ yín lójú ẹ̀ lọ ṣiṣẹ́ tí yín kẹ́rí tẹ́ lọ́rùn. Somebody said those who are seeking for fruit of the womb with long waiting are desperate. You are right that they are desperate. You know, you are very right. But at this dispensation, at this era of knowledge and information, if you get to a certain age, as a woman, you get to a certain age, be intentional about your happiness. You don't have to be married to have a child. Tó bá rí pé ò ní lọ́kọ ọkùnrin. Some people are not just lucky with men. And some are lucky. Some are not lucky. It is not about whether they are beautiful or they are ugly. You can be beautiful. Dẹ̀ ní lórí ọkùnrin. Kì í ṣe pé ò ní wà. You can be, I don't want to use any word for a woman that any woman is ugly. Kò sóbìnrin tó ugly. You can be the less attractive woman and men will not let you rest. So it's not about beauty. Okay? So ẹlòmíì ò lórí ọkùnrin. Ó bá ti rí pé ò lórí ọkùnrin tọ́jọ́ ń lọ. And I always tell people, like, tó bá ti rí stage yẹn, o ò lè afford àti kan tirẹ̀ mọ́yàn kankan lọ́rùn. No. Ẹni tó bá lóyún fún lọ́kọ. Because at that stage, you are looking at your biological clock ticking away. At that stage, you are looking at yourself becoming a mother before it is too late. And you want to wait for one Mr. Right. At what age? A stage will come in a woman's life. Just like I was talking about men too. A stage will come. To get a partner is not that easy. If we can be having single men, there are many single men in Nigeria, there are many here, there are many in London, all over the place. It's even becoming very popular now. You get to a certain age, getting relationship is not that easy anymore. And for a woman, tí ò bímọ rí, tó dẹ̀ ti ń dàgbà, ẹni tó bá bímọ fún lọ́kọ o, ó bá lọ táyà rẹ̀ dáhùn síbì kan. Ẹni tó dẹ̀ táyà rẹ̀ fún kò fẹ́ kó bímọ fóun. Àwọn ọkùnrin náà ń lo oògùn náà tán fi ní fóbìnrin lóyún. They don't have to use CD. They can use medication. Kí ni wọn ò dẹ̀ ní dọ́mọ, wọ́n kàn máa bẹ́ẹ̀ sùn ni. And you will be thinking you want to have a child. Wàá máa sáyílà yìí ló kiri. Ọkọ mi kìíní ẹ̀ wá okay. My husband is doing well. He is this, he is that. And at the end of the day, yes, kò ní sọ́mọ. The man is taking care of himself because kò fẹ́ kó bímọ fóun. We just said it. You don't know the intention of ẹni tó ń date, especially tó bá ti dàgbà. You don't know their intentions. Some are marrying people because they want documents. Some are marrying people because they see the woman is financially strong. Even women marry men because they are financially strong. Look at the case of Two-Face. Look at where Two-Face went to. Olówó ló lọ bá ọmọ olówó. That lady now, in her mind, Two-Face love her ni. But Two-Face intersego. He wants to revive his career. So some men, you would think his thing is still working. Kini èyí le, omi lásán ló ń dà sí ẹ. Tí ò ní doyún, wàá wá máa try, wàá máa sá kiri, wàá máa lọ from one place to the other. No. Kudi's case, since she has been married twice, and it is issue of children that got her to that point. Sorry, we have to say this, is to enlighten others, and she's a case study, is unfortunate. You have gotten to that stage. I mean, you get to a certain stage, it is because of not having children that your previous marriages broke up. You don't have to go rush and tie yourself to a man. No. This is a man that has 5 kids already. And you think he wants more kid? Come on now. He wants more kid? No. He doesn't want more kid. He doesn't want stress. He just wants something from you that you cannot define. He wants something from you that you may not be able to place your hand up on. So you are the one to apply caution. Don't live together until you become pregnant. And if you have tried him, doctors will tell you, if you are with a man steadily and you are still ovulating, you are still menstruating, you stay with a man 1 year, kò sóyún, something is wrong. 6 months, I mean, not 1 year. Kama ìwà sọdún kan. So, jẹ́ ká jọ lọ sí hospital. And make sure you are the one that know the doctor, not him, so that he will not manipulate things. So that you know what is going on. Èmi ti mèèyàn kan. He didn't bother. The lady never knew. The lady never knew the man doesn't want kids. And she kept trying. She kept trying until she clocked 50 plus. The reality yẹn done. The man is not interested in having kids. Eléyìí ò tiẹ̀ bímọ rí kò kàn fọ́mọ ni. Kò fọ́mọ. No, sorry, kì í ṣe pé kò fọ́mọ. Kíní ẹ̀ ò lè dọ́mọ. Kì í ṣe pé kò fọ́mọ. Kíní ẹ̀ ò lè dọ́mọ, ó dẹ̀ mọ̀, bọ̀ kò sọ fún ìyàwó. Ìyàwó dẹ̀ ń sá kiri, bó ní kò dé tán. Dókítà bá ní kó pè wá, a sọ fún ìyàwó kò sí nǹkan tó ṣe òun. Òun wà okay. Òun wà okay. And he has never impregnated anybody. So she made the mistake. You are about 45. Ìgbà yẹn, that is when you become intentional. Ó ti wọ 40 plus. Ó ń dúró dọkọ. Ọkọ kọ́ ló ní ìdìmọ̀ ọmọ. Ẹ yẹ ká bára wa sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ obìnrin. 40 plus. Even I was seeing a post on Facebook this afternoon that why is it that we have a lot of women, a lot of young ladies in their 35s as single ladies? Kamai was of 40 plus. Few will be lucky, but not many will be lucky. Be intentional about your happiness. It's your own life. Define your happiness. Define it. Do what will make you happy. Tọkùnrin kan bá wáyé tó bọ́ ọmọ kan lọ́wọ́ ẹ, so be it. Dànkó sọ pé òun dúró tó máa fi wọ 50. Òun dúró wọ 48. O ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá pàdé ọkùnrin. By that time, o ti wọ ovulation. I mean, ovulation ẹ̀gbọ́n ti lọ. By that time, o ti wọ kíní. But hey, individual differences. But honestly, I remember when I was still having issue of having children. Tí mi tètè lóyún. Mo ti mi tí mo pa IVF fún gbà yẹn. Mo ti ro adoption, and I was in my late 20s then. Pé tí n bá fi lè dúró tí mo bá wọ 33, 34 tí n bá bímọ, I'm going to do adoption. As young as I was then, I'm talking about I was already thinking of adoption. Mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ how many years ago? Not kò tí ẹ ṣe dispensation yìí. Ní dispensation yìí lèèyàn ká wá dúró 45, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, and you are steadily with a man. O dẹ̀ yìí menstruate, wọ́n sọ fún ẹ pé ovulate, everything is okay. A lot of ọkùnrin, àwọn ọkùnrin kan tó bá ti bímọ tán, wọn fẹ́ bímọ mọ́, o dẹ̀ ní mọ̀, wọ́n máa bẹ́ẹ̀ sùn, wọ́n máa dà. Ẹ wo, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó sọ́wọ́ ni. Ẹ jẹ́ a lọ sùn, mo fẹ́ wo movie. I want to watch movie. So see you guys. I want to watch movie. Let me enjoy the snow and watch movie. Kílẹ̀ ọ̀la tó mọ́, ká tó tún bá jámá jáde. So, carry wonderful night, guys. Thanks for joining me. And have a lovely night. Enjoy your night. Ó dàárọ̀.